Well, we did hear from the spokesperson of Mr. President or the presidency. Now we want to hear from the mouth of the horse's mouth, from the horse's mouth, from you, Mr. President. We want to hear from you. Let's take a listen.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. Ke go dumedise tautona ya naga ya rona, President Ramaphosa. Honorable President, while we recognize and applaud the measures you have taken against corruption and welcome the numerous SIU proclamation that you have signed to investigate the allegation of corruption in institutions like Tembisa Hospital, there is this one individual who's reported to be involved in corruption at Tembisa Hospital, and he's said to be your nephew. Honorable President, can you please clarify your relationship with him? If any, and how does this allegation, which seeks to link you to this particular individual, attempt to undermine your commitment to fight rigorously against corruption, irrespective of who does it and whoever it happens? Ke a leboga.
Over to you, Honorable President.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Yes, this matter has occupied the headlines for quite a number of days now. My spokesperson, Mr. Vincent Magwenya, addressed the media yesterday in response to what they say was a video and a photograph. And he focused on that, and he explained what is my relationship or at all with this person. Now, 47 years ago, I got married to his father's sister, his aunt. We divorced 43 years ago. And when I said to Honorable Steenhuisen in 2022, when he asked whether I knew him, I said I did not know him because I had never encountered him, I had never seen him, and that was gospel true. Now, later in 2023, as I was walking in the street in my neighborhood, I walked past a house. As Mr. Magwenya said, I'm now promoting him to a minister. As Mr. Magwenya said yesterday, I was walking in a street where I usually walk, and even this morning, coming here, my convoy drives past that house. There are 2 entrances to where I live, or 3, and it is the thoroughfare, the way where we drive and where I also walk. So in 2023, I was walking, as Mr. Magwenya said, with one of my colleagues who was my then advisor, who's now a deputy minister, taking a walk in the morning. And I often say, when people say, we want to meet you, Mr. President, I said, no, come at 6 o'clock, come and walk with me. And then you will have me for an hour and a half as we do our 10-kilometer walk or so. So I was walking with Mr. Sibia, and as we were walking past a house which I saw in construction for quite a while, and I kept asking, whose house is this? It is a massive house. And I wanted to know whose house it is, and I never got the information. So walking there, a car comes past, and I always mispronounce this person's name, Thibaut Touch or something like that. He gets out of the car with another gentleman. He wants to talk to me, to photograph, and all that. So we stop. And now we are against the wall of this massive house. And that's where the photograph happens and the video. So then the allegation is the person who was in the photograph is Mawumela. It was not Mawumela. It was Mr. Thibaut Touch and Mr. Jones from the United States, I later learned. So there was this brouhaha.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Please forgive me for pausing. Okay? But I gotta say something here, right? Listen, who came and posted photo and said that Tibo Touch and like Tibo Touch is Mawumela? Who does that though? Like, I don't understand because Tibo Touch, everyone knows him. And people who go to church, I think, when they saw the photo and saw the Bishop Jones, I thought that they would know who did that. Like, who said that is Mawumela? Are you serious right now? I'm very sorry, guys, but sometimes some of you, my
That,
God.
yes, I visit his home on a regular basis and so forth. I can say I walk past that house when I go on my walks. Now, in 2024, so it should be known because Mr. Magwenya only focused on this photograph. In 2024, I am walking on that same street, and a person comes out of this house and he greets me. And as I often meet people, I ask them, "Who are you?" He says, "I am Hangwani Mawumela." And that's how he introduces himself to me. And I say, "So you are the Mawumela who is putting my name into disrepute." And he smiles away. And now I've encountered
Mr.
this
President.
person, and I walk away, and I walk to my home. And then in 2024, on the 26th of December, I am walking with my daughter, who loves walking too, on the same street. And there this young man comes out and he says, "Hello, Ramaphosa. My mother is here. Can you say hello to her?" And I say, "Who is she?" He says, "It's Mboneni Mawumela." Now, when I was at school in Papuri High School with my then wife, Hope Mudau, her brother was also there. And later I got to know that this Mboneni and this, my wife's brother, my former wife's brother, they hooked up. And as they hooked up, they had a child. And this is now Hangwani Mawumela, whom I did not know. But I know his mother because we were at school together. So, so he says, "My mother is here. Can you say hello to her?" And she is coming out of the yard towards the main gate. And then she's wearing a gown, a morning gown. And I immediately say, I can't allow her to come into the street with a morning gown. And I go towards the gate and I greet her and I say, "How are you? How have you been?" That's the sum total of it all. And I walk away. Now, when I walk around, I'm often greeted by people. One time I was walking in the street in Parkhurst. And as I was walking, here comes a man with his two children. And he says, "Mr. President, can we take a photograph with you?" And I said, "No, that's fine." I pose, they take a picture. Little did I know that he is going to send a message on the street WhatsApp group, which said, "The president is walking in our street." So I continue walking. I see people coming out and greeting. But then the reason I mention this is that there is a woman who opens the gate, closed gate of her yard. She's got two children. She says, "Mr. President, can I take a picture of you and my children?" But she's wearing a morning gown. I don't want her to come into the street. So I move towards the gate, slightly inside the gate, so that she can take a picture. So this is what often happens to me. I'm going to write a book about my morning encounters with South Africans, because some of them are quite interesting and exciting. So this is how this Mawumela fellow then gets into this whole drama, because his aunt, who is my former wife, of 47 years ago, is his aunt. And he is really not my relative as such. So I have encountered him, and you can make what you like of it. Do I deal with him? No. Do I meet him and sit down with him? No. Do I visit him at his house? No. Am I appalled at the allegations that are being made against him? Yes, I am appalled. And as I walk past that house, I know that that house was built with the money, as it is alleged, that was not properly acquired. And it is money that should have been spent on the health of our people. So the SIU has taken action, and I applaud that. And that is why I say we are making progress. The Special Investigating Unit is reclaiming stolen money, and we must support them and applaud them for the work that they are doing. Thank you.